Well, I'm a combat vet. Vietnam, 66 to 67. At age 18, I was scared. After entering that country, they handed me a weapon and introduced me to what they call the enemy. And I said, what will I do? If they move, breathe, say something, do something, I've got to kill them. I didn't want to kill them, but that's what I was trained to do. And to this day, I can't remember a lot of things. I have a blockage in my mind. I got wounded in hand-to-hand combat. I would hitchhike by caravan, finally a helicopter, but all along my travels, dead bodies along the roadsides, and all these guys, the enemy included, were on these vehicles, on the choppers. And when we got to Long Bend, they took the most severe cases first, and I had to sit and wait. And my parents didn't raise me up to hate not one human being. And when I had to go over there and kill people I didn't even know, I suppressed it. So when I worked 18 different jobs and didn't understand why I couldn't get along with people, why I wanted to be away, including my own relatives, and they couldn't understand what was wrong with me, I didn't understand. Married for 20 years, and why I would get up at the middle of the night and not even want to stay at home and just go out. And I couldn't explain why. I never talked about it until like 4 years ago. I went out, I started talking to other women. I got caught by her, my wife. I got divorced because I was depressed the whole time I was married. And then some guy said to me, "You ever served in service?" I said, "Yes, sir." "You combat?" I said, "Yes, sir." "You know you qualify for a military pension?" "No, sir." So I went to the VA. Next thing I know, they were talking about PTSD. And then I understood I had a problem. Then I understood there was help. Because when we came home from the war, there was no help available. Nor did they tell us that these treatment plans were available. So anyway, I pursued that for the last several years. They put me in a PTSD program in Battle Creek, Michigan, finally, thanks to my senator and my congressman. And I go there, they'd have group sessions where you go around the group and each person tells of their experiences. I thought, how in the world is this helping? The way they had it arranged was you do 30 days, one session, then you had to wait a month and come back for 2 more months. I thought, well, wait a minute. We need help, like, straight through the program. Put us through for, like, 7 weeks or 8 straight weeks. Because I wasn't leaving here until I achieved my goal, which was to get the help I needed. I've got 20-something medications. So then, I got a doctor in Waikiki. And she says, "You need a psychologist." We got one. Dr. Skaya. I said, well, okay, call her up and set an appointment. That was about 6 months ago. And I've been seeing her ever since. And just like he just said with the tap-tap stuff, I thought, whoa, this ain't gonna fly with the VA. So I tried it, but it makes you focus mentally on forgetting about what your experiences were. And it helps you to cope at the time you see these events evolve in your mind when they happen. But the treatment I received from her, without medication, has tremendously made a big difference and a change in my life. Now, I'm going to send a copy of her evaluation, which she's already done for me, which I've submitted to the Veterans Administration, to all 535 members of Congress, including the White House. Because I don't need all these medications I'm taking. And that's my story.